Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday. Well, of course, I got to talk about the Super Bowl. Let me know when it begins and when Kansas City makes it to New Orleans because I think they missed their plane. Did you watch that game? Folks, it's the worst Super Bowl, in my opinion, I ever seen. And the advertisements were horrible. Where'd they come off? But I tell you, I gotta hand it. I'm not a guy that listens to rappers. But I've actually began. I'm starting to, I'm 80 years old and now, going from Frank Sinatra to rap, right? But figure this. That young man, Lamar, Kendrick Lamar, I believe his name is, he's not a Diddy. He's not like these other rappers. He's a really nice kid. And he's doing good things. He comes from Compton down here in Los Angeles. And I hear he's really one of the nicest kids you ever want to meet. This kid's going to school, helping, advising children. He's doing good things. So, I got to give him all my love and respect for that there. But anyways, folks, I don't know what happened. And then what happened to these commercials Elon Musk spent $40 million? Did I miss it? Because everybody I talked to says they didn't see him either. You know what? Maybe Joe Biden was handling the money and used it for other things. I don't know. I don't have that answer. Folks, there's so much going on in the news and Trump is doing a wonderful job. He's keeping his word on everything he said he would do. He really is. He's sincere. Some of you might not like what he's doing. But look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a genius, no question about it. But the guy, Elon Musk, comes from another country. He's a citizen here. He's a citizen of Canada also. But he genuinely loves the United States of America. And he's doing the right thing. He's finally uncovering where all this money is being spent stupidly. Now we know you've seen it all, the thing in Guatemala, the thing in Venezuela, things all over the world, these different organizations are giving millions and billions to. You've seen it. It's all over the news. It's all over YouTube. It's every place across social media. This didn't start with Joe Biden. Do you know when it began? It began in the 60s with John Kennedy. That's when this began. And it's only gotten worse. And Joe Biden probably did and took more money, wasted more money than anybody else in history. So don't be against Trump and Elon doing this here. This is what they said they would do. They're cleaning the swamp. Now, you're like me, you listen to the news, you see these Democrats. I even hate to call them Democrats. Because the Democratic Party, when I was a young kid, was totally different. The Democratic Party, when I was a young kid, is what the Republican Party is now today. That they care, they want to make America great again. And they want to help the people. That's how the Democratic Party used to be. Now I will call it the Liberal Party. And do you see these liberals crying? They don't say nothing that Elon Musk is doing a great job. No, they're all saying it's wrong. You know why? Think for a moment, folks. If your boss came to you tomorrow and said, I'm not paying you no more, you'd be pissed off. Well, this is what Trump is saying. He's not giving all these people this money no more. And he's got every right to do it. I'm happy he's doing it. There's definitely been kickbacks, folks. Kickback after kickback after kickback. You see Schumer, Jeffries, Pelosi, all these Democrats, all these liberals crying like a baby. Well, sure, their income's been cut off. You've heard me say it many times over. I've been saying that there's something wrong. Why are we spending all this money? Where's this money going? No accountability. No accountability. Who's getting the kickbacks? Because I've always said, the people in the U.S. House of Representatives, they make $170,000 a year, but yet they become multi-millionaires. Them and their families. Look at how many millions Chelsea Clinton got. Why is she getting money? Why? I think that began with Obama, right? Why? When we here in the United States pay our taxes. I got a tax bill sitting right over there, folks. Okay? The Treasury Department said I shorted them $500 and some odd dollars when I paid my taxes the last time. I'm going, how the hell did I do this? My accountant did it. I got to pay it. Now, the Treasury Department, they made over $50 billion in payouts, and they cannot account for that. That's the Treasury Department, folks. That's the people that collect your taxes. But they can't account for $50 billion they paid out. What? They want you to account to them for how much money you made and how did you spend your money. You have to give them that information. But they don't have to give it to us? Something wrong. Now, don't think that I just got into this political thing yesterday, folks. I didn't. When I wrote my book, okay, The Accidental Gangster, I began, okay? If you go to page 373 of my book, there's a letter to the U.S. House of Representatives. I'll read you a little. You manufacture and pass laws, not to help out the people, but for your own good. Yes, both parties do this. The moment you get into the office, the first thing you do is raise money for your next election and make up more lies to get our votes. That's what you do instead of getting down and discuss how and what can you do to make our country better again. Everyone keeps saying the Constitution says this and that. Take a look, those men. And it goes on, folks. You want to read the whole thing? Okay. Buy my book, The Accidental Gangster. It's available everywhere fine books are sold, and you get an autographed copy on my website. Folks, and do me a favor, please. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button, all right, and share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Stories with Ori. Very simple, folks. But give me some likes, give me a little bit of love over here, okay? You know, folks, I've been saying for a long time, that Mark Zuckerberg was not the guy who made up Facebook. Is it a conspiracy theory I made up? I think the CIA did. And they picked Mark Zuckerberg. There's a gentleman, his name is, he goes by Lionel. Okay, he's on the Sean Atwood show a lot, and he's got his own show. You got to listen to this guy. He's spot on everything he says. So what he's saying are things that I thought of. Our government selects people, and they'll become multimillionaires. You got to see how this whole system works. How it works. You'll be astonished. I can go on and on and on, folks, with this here. But it's disgusting. And it's disgusting that these liberals are crying the blues and going to court to try to stop Trump on everything. Now let me ask you a question, okay? Trump is making this into a real democracy, the way our country's supposed to be. Those Democrats don't care about you, or those liberals, may I say. They don't care about you. Do you see now that they want to try to stop, to keep the money, to keep the United States government open, okay? Because they don't like what Trump's doing? They want to cut off the money to keep our government open. Why? Because they don't like the fact that their funds are getting cut off. All right? The money they've been robbing from you that they no longer could rob. I'm going to leave you folks on that note. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. All my best. Ori Spado, the Accidental Gangster.